What's up, guys? Hope everyone's doing fine. My name is Charles Boucher. I'll be your ERC coach for today. Um, I'll be doing a small guide around Oulton Park with the chicane, with the Formula V car regarding the ERC Championship, the Development League. Yeah, sorry, I didn't want to get that wrong. But yeah, before analyzing everything, we'll go over the full lap and yeah, let's go. Perfect. So this lap guide will be pretty short since it doesn't really involve any braking. Well, there are kind of corners that you'll need to brake, but there are not that many. Um, so yeah, going into turn one, I use this black label on the left side of the track as a marker. Once my car gets past it, I mean right at the end of this one, I start to lift. I do brake a tiny bit, but you could also do it without braking. I'm pretty sure you wouldn't have any issues doing so. You kind of want to do a late apex through there, because as you can see, the curb turns not that is not really like turning all that much, but as you continue, it gets a lot sharper through there. So you really want to go and do a late apex to get that corner right. And yeah, you get out of the corner. You can go more to the left side than that, but it's really bumpy, so I don't really recommend it all that much. So yeah, and then for this second corner, there's sort of a dip down, as you can see right there. It goes down and then straight again. I mean straight again. Sort of levels out again. That's my cue of when to turn in. Levels out and then I'm turning in. Once again, you don't really brake all that much. I'm like peaking at 10% max. Um, I don't think you need to brake at all, to be fair. Again, in this corner, you can just lift and you'll be fine. Kind of want to do a late apex again, and if you pay close attention to the curb, there's like a middle section with no bumps on it. That's sort of the thing you want to hit and try to stay close to. As you can see, I'm like taking this different curb, and that's when I start to wash out. And when this curve ends, that's when I start to wash out, as you can see. And then, yeah, long straight. You want to stay flat through there. Again, this corner is flat. Nothing much really to say. And for this corner, I brake when my car, when I get at least, when I get like one car or one car after this tire barrier. So as you can see, let's check it in far view. Tire barriers right there. There's a car length that goes by, and then I start to brake a bit. And through there, it's kind of the one of the three big braking zone. You kind of want to brake at around 60%, downshift into third, and in this corner particularly, it's really important to stay as close as you can to the inside, since you have a lot of camber. You can use that as at your advantage. So yeah, stay close to the inside right there, and you can sort of get on throttle early and hard. I'll say around mid corner. There's no cue anywhere, or markers for it. You kind of just have to feel it out. That's what I do. And you let the car wash out. Not too wide. You don't need to bring it to the left side of the track completely. Upshift into fourth, and then right here I use this sort of um, what can I call it? Like the small thing right there as a marker. Once my car gets close to it, as you can see, hold on. I can't really see it all that much. Hold on. All right, so I had to do a small cut here to readjust the camera. As you can see, my car is about to get to cross this small thing, so green thing. Sorry, I'm not quite sure what it's called in English. And I just start to brake. So yeah, I want to brake at around 25%. You don't want to brake too hard, since as you can see, basically all four wheels are off the ground through that corner. So you want to be straight when you brake. It's quite important. And then, as you can see, I'm braking, and when my wheel gets off the ground, that's when I start to release the brake. And once they retouch the ground, I apply brake pressure. And it's sort of the same thing right there. You kind of want to stay as close as you can to the wall or the tire barriers. It would be more what would it be called? And then again, it's a long straight. I use this 50 board as a marker. When my front end gets to it, hold on, I'll use fart chase. It'll be a lot easier. Fart chase. Once my front end gets close to it, that's when I start to brake. I peak at around 80%. That's pretty high. And you want to release that before turning in, because you'll have otherwise you'll have a massive oversteer and you'll most likely lose a car. I had that a couple of times, so yeah, don't think you guys will be able to avoid that. And so again, you want to be as close as you can to this tire barrier. And I like to stay at the middle of the track right there, to sort of open up the next corner to the left right there, and then do the same thing for this one. You sort of want to stay in the middle, or exit on the middle of the track, to then go to the left side of the track and open up for this next corner. Sort of that's kind of the trickiest part of the circuit. Kind of want to have that right to have a good lap. And for this corner right there, I sort of lift off a bit, because I've always seen myself going wide whenever I try to take it flat. And yeah, going up the hill, you want to stay in third to get that power up, the high RPM power. And then once you get up the hill, that's when you shift into fourth. You stay close to the left hand side right there. There's no markers really to know when to turn in. I like to, you guys could turn it a bit before this line on the ground. It's kind of hard to see if you have a car in front of you, so I'd recommend maybe lifting a bit earlier when you have a car in front of you in this corner, to really get that corner nailed. As you can see, I'm like sort of lifting. I think I'm braking a tiny bit, but like honestly, you guys could do it with no brakes. You guys would be absolutely fine. Getting on throttle aggressively again. And for this next corner, it's I use this like green I wouldn't call it a house, but like a green shack. Yeah, we'll call it a shack. There you go. I use this as a marker when my car gets kind of close to it. That's when I start to brake. So I'd say maybe two cars and 2 cars before getting to it. That's when I start to brake. You downshift into third, and it's kind of important. It's pretty important to do a slow and fast out again through there. Um, I've always seen myself going wide if I don't do that. As you can see right there, I'm getting on the throttle before the apex to make sure I have a good exit going into the straightaway. And you want to wash out to the outside curb right there. Nice, nice and easy, just like so. And yeah, upshift into fourth, and that's a lap around Oulton Park. If you guys have any questions, leave them. Leave a request in the. I mean, leave a review in the request a review section. Me and all of our coaches are gonna try and answer them as soon as we can. So, yep. Hope you guys have fun.